We are opening a bottle of Ben Ryé, one of the greatest dessert wines in Italy, therefore in the world. It's going to be a sweet morning, but not too sweet. This is Filippo Bartolotta. This is Dinner in 15. It's the waiting room. Welcome, everybody. Delighted to have you all here. And above all, next to Sara Lai, the chef.
Ciao a tutti.
Who's going to cook something that is not sweet. It's a sweet, non-sweet day because Sara made already bread with raisins.
Raisins. Pan brioche.
Pan brioche.
As a pan brioche.
What else do I see there?
Chicken livers.
Oh my God, is that a liver?
Sì.
I didn't like it. It's got like a really like shiny,
No.
very shiny, molto brillante.
Sì, bello.
And then butter?
And butter and sage and garlic and pepper and salt.
Molto bene.
Very simple.
So stay with us. The waiting room is just here to wait. You're just here to prepare. Get yourself a nice glass of vino. If you can come across Ben Ryé, which is a Zibibbo from Pantelleria, then you're going to be lucky. I'm just going to start opening because while we wait for everybody to turn up and start our live session of Dinner in 15, we're going to have a glass. How about that?
Why not?
Perché no?
We should taste the bread as well.
So I'm going to give you a glass of Ben Ryé. You already are just getting on the mood. Maybe cameras are already rolling. We are a little bit ahead of schedule, but it doesn't matter. Today, we're going to say hi to everyone in a second. But first, I'm pouring a draw. Oh, look at this. Ben Ryé, Passito di Pantelleria, 2017. Sara, my darling, we always drink in the end. Let's start drinking at the beginning.
Sì.
Cheers. Benvenuti.
Ciao.
Mamma Blip. Questo è bellissimo.
Sì, è perfetto. This is a bread raisins that I've done for the chicken liver pate that I will show you in a moment.
Molto bene. Allora, what are we doing, guys? Welcome to Mama Blip Cooking School. Dinner in 15 means that we're going to make dinner in 15 minutes. Sara Lai is going to prepare a dinner. I'm going to help her, or sometimes maybe not be so helpful. It depends on the day. But my role is also just to talk a little bit about the nutritional value of what we've got there, but also about the wines. So we always start with the ingredients because the wine is very complicated and beautifully complicated. Sara, cominciamo subito because I know that you have to get the ball rolling, right?
Yes. The ingredients are chicken liver pate, unsalted butter, sage, garlic, salt, and black pepper. It's very simple, but it will goes perfectly with our bread raisins.
Perfetto.
That
So
I've done.
that's going to be amazing. Chicken liver. We'll tell more about other kind of livers later, but now we focus on the recipe. So butter.
Butter in a non-stick frying pan.
Okay.
Butter.
In the meanwhile, Sarah, this wine is just like a journey in like the Silk Road. The Oriental spices are crazy. There is dates. There is dry capers. There is some apricots, quince marmalade, saffron. This is one of the most complex dessert wines of Italy, long aging potential. I have a great story. If I have time, I'm going to tell you later. Once I was in Washington, D.C. with the Mondavi family in the San Domenico restaurant. But let's focus on the recipe. This wine is smashing. We have to start opening the wine beforehand. Right? Because at the end of the day, it's like, why should we wait too long?
It's true. So I add sage while the butter is melting. And 2 cloves of garlic.
Okay.
And then I will add the chicken livers.
You know how sage, all the Mediterranean herbs have got a lot of nutritional value because they have lots of antioxidants. Sage is actually good as a toothpaste. You know, like when you just go for a walk, you just grab a couple of leaves and you just like clean and your teeth become white. It's like a whitening. Allora, so the butter is going, the sage is going there, the fire is very low. You can see there is not much burning going on.
It's starting to
go.
Okay. When you hear the frying, the sound of frying, you can add the chicken livers because they need violent temperature.
All right.
Because they have to cook very quick and to don't lose the juices. Why are you laughing?
Because the more I get to know you and the more I see this, the sides of you, right? Like you meet Sarah with her beautiful blue eyes. She's very very polite, very like reserved, but then she goes the violent. She's a chef at the end of the day, so no matter how sweet, she is a chef. So you better watch out. Look at the color, Sarah. Guarda che colore pazzesco è questo.
È meraviglioso. Can we use a little bit of Ben Ryé for the pâté? Just a teeny tiny drop.
Well, what do you say, guys? What do you say? The Ralla family, I think, is crying right now. But
it's my fault.
But we're gonna have a little bit. How much do you need?
Half glass.
Half a glass. That's gonna be too much. But I can give you a drop like this.
Okay.
You tell me. That's enough?
Perfetto. Perfetto.
Okay, so I was joking actually, but you know how when you cook and you need some wine, there is no point using a cheap wine, guys, because the flavors will be in there. So, do you use virgin olive oil or extra virgin olive oil? Of course, extra virgin. So, if you use some wine, have to use some good wine, all right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the aromas.
Cover the pan because the chicken livers start to...
And when do I go there? Later? With this?
Pardon?
Later? Later on.
Sì.
Okay. Allora, while this is going,
just a second.
I'm just going to talk a little bit about the wine because I have so much to say about this wine.
Please.
Okay? Andiamo. Donnafugata Ben Ryé. Okay? This is Passito di Pantelleria, which means Passito means dried grapes. Pantelleria is a beautiful island in Sicily. So, Donnafugata is the main producer in that island, and Ben Ryé has become like the most important brand for this kind of passiti. How do they make this wine? First of all, they get the grapes from the Zibibo variety. They harvest in mid-August, and then they're gonna get the grapes on shelves, on mats, for 1 month more or so, like 3-4 weeks of drying. As the grapes dry, the water would evaporate, sugar concentrate, but also organic acids, proteins, tannins, acidity, flavors, everything concentrate, right? Then is September time. A second harvest with Zibibo is going to be carried out. At that point, you get the fresh Zibibo, the fermentation starts with the fresh wine, and as the fermentation goes, the sugars go down, the alcohol goes up. They will add up the dry grapes. Every 100 liters, there's going to be 75 kilograms of dried grapes in it. So more extraction of sugar, more extraction of aromas, and the result after the fermentation is going to be a few months, okay, right in November. So everything is going to be ready. Then the wine is going to go in the cellar for aging. And the result, we talked already about the aromas, is this phenomenally sweet wine, very, very sweet, but also with very important acidity. The palate is velvet, is smooth round, but there is a lot of juiciness that comes through. Now, let's go to the dish again. Voila!
Okay, as you can see, our chicken livers start to be
I'll be back in a sec.
crispy and brown outside. They are cooking in a very high temperature. And just put the Ben Ryé or another sweet wine that you have. Or if you don't have a sweet wine, put a white wine. And Cover it and let's cook for 2 minutes. Beside, I have cut the bread raisins, which we will toast it a little bit with some butter. There is butter everywhere. We love butter, and I believe Filippo will agree with me that the butter match well with the Ben Ryé as well, no?
Molto bene, infatti. I mean, I like the idea of creating this connection because above all, when you cook, Sarah was talking about like you can use other wines for cooking, of course, but when you add up a little bit of that ingredient, it's a little bit of a luscious, luxurious thing to do, but it's just a little drop, and it's gonna create this dialogue between the wine and the food that will be perfect. You know what Ben Ryé means?
No?
Son of the wind.
Sì.
Why?
Wow.
Because if you go to Pantelleria,
It's true.
the vines are like this tall.
Sì, it's
And so
true.
if you want to do the harvest, actually you have to be on your knees because they're very like tiny, like almost bonsai kind of vines. And the wind in Pantelleria is really strong.
Wow.
And if you didn't have those kind of like very short vines, then you would lose the crop. We didn't talk a lot about the bread, right, that I have here.
Yes, I told that I'm about to toast it a little bit with some butter, but I've made it as a pain brioche. So there is butter inside, there is a little bit of sugar, there is a little bit of salt, eggs, and the raisins.
How long are you cooking this for?
Less than 10 minutes.
This only?
See.
Dinner in 15. Of course, the bread, you can buy these kind of breads, like it's not going to be as good as Sarah's, but you can make it the night before.
Yes, of course.
But these can be done nice and easy.
And put everything in
The blender.
the blender cup. Sage and the garlic and all the juices, and help yourself with a spatula.
Very nice. 4 minutes to go, Sarah.
See. In the meanwhile, here we will add more butter.
Chefs are never afraid of using butter.
No, è
I
vero.
would be scared to
È
use this
vero.
amount of butter.
Have you ever seen me making a risotto?
Yes, we made
Maybe
risotto.
once, sì.
We made
Sì,
risotto.
we made risotto once, sì.
We're gonna make more risottos.
Sì.
Oh, you take it off.
Yeah, because it's too much, dai.
Oh,
It's too much.
man, I
When,
can't.
when it's too much, it's too much.
All right.
Our bread.
So this aroma, when the butter burns, you start getting these beautiful aromas like of pastisserie, which is matching this wine. The wine is having a phenomenal saffron and candied ginger nose.
I have to blend everything.
Yeah,
And
go for it.
after some seconds, I will add more butter, cold butter in here, because it has to come like a foie gras.
Questi intanto te li giro poi.
In a second.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this around. You wanna keep them there like a minute one side and a minute the other side?
Yes. Maybe 30 seconds.
Allora giro. È un po' bagnato. Deve
allora
essere
no.
più alto?
Sì, a little bit.
Oh my gosh, it's coming.
Okay.
So I can turn this.
More cold butter.
This is like French toast.
Sì.
Luscious
No,
French toast.
The French toast is on the egg. It's soaked in the egg, no?
It's soaked in the egg, but this is soaked in the butter.
Sì, it's true.
But it's got the same.
So it's
it
French
has the
toast.
same texture that you see when the egg is burning.
Sì, è vero.
When the toast is burning with the egg.
È vero. So our chicken liver pate is almost done.
So that's how you prepare.
Okay.
That's how you prepare pan brioche. Okay. It's very easy, but also very dangerous. Do not eat too much of this, guys. There is a lot of butter in here. It's gonna be amazingly good.
Sì.
I've got to behave and watch out because I can have like a lot.
No! Vabbè.
But only one.
I forgive you because this wine
Okay.
is too good.
The wine is really good.
Sì.
E questo sta venendo fuori. I'm gonna have a try.
Ok.
Is it good? Of course it's good. Allora, 1 minute to go, Sara.
Sì, sì.
Ci siamo?
Sì, sì.
She's making a canal.
1,
Luigi, are you
2,
sure?
and 3.
You see, like you done 3 times, 1, 2, 3. That's easy to do. Voila. Done. Dove te li metto questi?
On the side.
Like on the side of the plate?
Yes.
Like that.
Sì.
Quanti ne vuoi?
Should we grate an orange skin?
I think we should. Voila.
This unfortunately is not a Sicilian
Not a
orange.
Sicilian orange?
I'm
There isn't such a
sorry.
thing as a non-Sicilian orange, man.
I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Okay, Sicily is a land of joy. Anything that grows there is just amazing, whether it's mushrooms, whether it's fruit, whether it's grapes. Time's up, Sarah, and
Okay.
Sarah made it on time. Assaggiamo a questo punto this dish. Let's give it a shot. Sarah, do you have any forks and knife next to you? Oh, I do.
I have a spoon.
You have a spoon? We'll use a spoon then. We'll use a spoon. Allora, proviamo subito. We talked about the wine. I'm gonna have a little bit of this here. How about I do this? Ha, 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 ha. It's very, very hot. So I have to watch out, guys. Oh my gosh, Luigi. You're gonna see me going on fire now. Ready? Sarah. She's a devil. This lady here is a devil. This is buonissimo. Very smooth, very, very flavorful. She managed to make the chicken liver come very delicate because it's not easy. Not all chicken livers are good. Choose good chicken liver, guys. There's some sweetness of the raisins. Arrivederci. This is perfect. Why? Because liver has got an iron metallic taste. No wine is gonna make it. Usually it's like one of the things that is gonna ruin most wines. Ben Ryé is managing because it's sweet. There is lots of sugars, but there is acidity. And also there is this contrast of raisins and raisins flavors. The dates that you get here, that's the candied fruit.
Perfetto.
And this is just a perfect dish. You can decide to use this as a starter if you want. Maybe during winter time it's easier. The French
After
love.
love.
After love. Yes, because otherwise there's no love after this. You're gonna go like straight to bed. The amount of butter and the sweetness of the wine. But hey, I think this worked out really well, Sara. Veramente a classic dish. Executed in only 15 minutes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for being with us. You'll find these and many other recipes and great wines on our website, when you can also book private events, your family, your friends, your company. Follow on our social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And,
Grazie Filippo.
no, grazie Sara per questa cucina meravigliosa. Thumbs up if you liked it. Write your questions, we'll answer all of them. Dov'è il mio vino? Qua.
Grazie.
Bye bye. Bye bye.